Module 5.1 Multiplying Polynomial Expression by Monomials. Content Standard. Understand that polynomials form a system analog to the integers and are closed under operation of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and or division. Our language objective. Student will be able to explain to a partner how to use the product of power properties when multiplying monomials. Example 1. Multiplying monomials. When multiplying monomials, variables with exponent may need to be multiplied. Recall the product of powers property which state that a to the n power times a to the n power equal to a to the power of n plus n. Example 1. Find each product. So first we look at the coefficient first. So we have a 6 times a negative 4, and then now with the variable, so we have x to the third power times x to the fourth power. So these two give us a negative 24, and x to the third times x to the 4 is 3 plus x to the power of 3 plus 4, so the answer would be negative 24 x to the 7th power. Right, so part B, we're doing the same thing. So this gives us 35, and x times x gives us an x squared, and y squared times y gives us y to the third power. Okay, let's go on to the next one. So example 4, your turn. So can you guys work this out, and I'll give you the answer in a minute. Okay, so we always write it in a standard form according to the alphabetical order. So the answer should be 54x to the 11th power, y to the 8th power, and z to the 5th power. Right, let's go on to example 2, multiplying a polynomial by a monomial. Remember that the distributive property states that multiplying a term by the sum of the same things as multiplying the term by each part of the sum, then adding the result. Example 2. So example 2a, we have a monomial times a trinomial. Right? So it's saying that the same thing as distributive. So this is 3x times 3x squared plus a 3x times a 6x. And we have a minus 3x times 5. So this gives us 9x to the third power plus 18x squared negative 15x. Right, so then a result of a monomial times a trinomial is give us a product in the trinomial. Okay, example B. We have a monomial 2xy times a trinomial 5x squared y plus 3xy squared plus 7xy. So then we're using the distributive property. So to give us 10x to the third power y squared plus 6x squared y to the third power plus 14x squared y squared. Remember that always write your polynomial expression in standard order. Right? And let's go to our reflection number 5. Is the product of a monomial and a polynomial always a polynomial? Explain. If so, how many terms does this have? Right, so then, okay, so can you guys write the answer for number 5? Okay, so then the product of a monomial and a polynomial will always be a polynomial. Right, and then the second part is that if so, how many terms does it have? It has as many terms as the polynomial. Right? So can we guys try out number 6, and I'll give you the answer in a minute. So we have a monomial times a 4-term polynomial, right? or a quadnomial. So then they give us 10 a squared b squared plus 6aq plus 12aq plus 2a squared. Right, let's go on to our next slide. Okay, so here's a try it. So I need you guys to try this out. Right, so as you work this out, try to read the expression. So for example, for number 1, you would read it as a monomial times a monomial. Okay, and for number 2, the same thing. We have a monomial times a monomial. Okay, and number 3, we have a monomial times a monomial. And number 4, we have a monomial times a monomial. And for number 5, we have a monomial times a trinomial of a trinomial of degree 2. And right, and the result will be also a trinomial. Okay, and for number 6, we have a monomial of degree 2 times a trinomial of degree 3. Right, so the result is a trinomial of degree 5. And for number 7, we have a monomial of degree 3 times a trinomial of degree 2. And the result is a trinomial of degree 5. And for number 8, we have a monomial of degree 4 times a trinomial of degree 4. Okay, so can we check your answer for number 8? Okay, and then that's the answer to number 9, so please check your work. Okay, please check your work for number 6. Okay, let's go on to number 11. Okay, and check your answer to number 11. Okay, let me make that to look like 15. Okay, so check your answer to number 12. Right, so that's the end of our notes for 5.1 day 1. You have your bookwork, and you also have your extra W, and also copy down notes for 5.1 day 2.